matter where you stand. You see proud families, friends and neighbors, sharing gifts and helping hands. We're people helping people, and we're proud that we can say we're always getting better and growing stronger every day. Taking pride in Mobile, haven't you noticed? We've got it all right here at home. Nothing can stop us. Taking pride in where we're going, taking pride in who we are. Mobile, show your pride. Together we'll go far. There's a feeling of excitement, you can see it everywhere. The pride of our whole region is the heartbeat that we share. The heartbeat that we share. Taking pride in Mobile. Haven't you noticed? We've got it all right here at home. Nothing can stop us.
Taking pride in Mobile, taking pride in Mobile. Come on, let your spirit show. Taking pride in Mobile, we're growing, shining, winning, so we're taking pride in Mobile. We're old, we're young, we're fast and slow, and we love watching our future grow. Let's tell the world so they will know, and we're taking pride in Mobile. And wherever I may go, I'll tell them I'm from Mobile. We're old, we're young, fast and slow, and we love watching our future grow. Let's tell the world so they will know, and we're taking pride in Mobile. And wherever I may go, I'll tell them I'm from Mobile. Taking pride in Mobile, taking pride in Mobile.
The Uncle Henry Show, live weekday afternoons at 5 on WNTM.
From the Spring Hill Toyota Traffic Center.
Just getting word of a crash with road blockage on Jacks Branch Road at Highway 99 in Molino. Also watch for a crash with road blockage on Range Road at Highway 20 in Niceville. And we still have an accident on Theodore Dawes Road at I-10. With Time Saver Traffic, I'm Lisa Baque.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Pro Savings Days are back at Lowe's. My Lowe's Pro Rewards members save even more with limited-time doorbuster deals. Get your choice. DeWalt Elite Series saw blades now $9.98. Valid through 9/17. Selection varies while supplies last. Subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com/terms for details. Subject to change.
News Radio 710. The Uncle Henry Show, weekday afternoons from 5 till 7.
Mobile, Alabama. Buckle up, please. It saves lives.
Message deleted.
This is the Uncle Henry Show. Uncle Uncle Henry Show here on News Radio 710 WNTM. In case you are wondering, I am Uncle Henry. And I thank you so much for listening to the Uncle Henry Show. I appreciate it. I do. I appreciate it more as each day goes by. Once again, here we are together, me and you, trying to figure out what is going on. What really is going on in the world around us. We got some big news today from Mobile, Alabama and the Gulf Coast. Big press conference held today at the Convention Center in downtown Mobile, where there was the announcement that professional hockey is returning to Mobile. Professional hockey returning to Mobile in 2027. We're gonna get what is this league called? The Southern Professional Hockey League, coming to Mobile with a franchise in 2027. Mayor Standy Simpson was there to make the announcement with all these officials from the Oakview Group and other local luminaries. Let me take you there. Let's listen together as Mayor Standy Simpson explains all of this stuff about the hockey and how wonderful it is, how your life may change. Your life could change because the quality of life, judging by this press conference today, the quality of life is just going to be dramatically increased by bringing ice hockey back to Mobile, Alabama. So let's together, me and you, listen to Mobile Mayor Standy Simpson explain all of this.
The it that we're talking about is professional hockey is coming back to Mobile, and it's coming back in a big way.
In a big way. Bigger than last time.
So Zalia Sports, which operates successful teams in several southern cities, is the ownership team. They'll be bringing it back starting in 2027. I see in my notes somewhere it says
it'll be October 2027.
It says I'll see you on the ice. Okay, so when I see you on the ice, I'll be Citizen Sandy. Okay, but I'll be glad to be Citizen Sandy at that time. You know, it's a new franchise, and it's part of the Southern Professional Hockey League, and they're going to bring, as the pastor said, there are going to be some great experiences, memories made, family-friendly, and so it's just going to help continue to improve something we've been striving for so many years, and that's to improve the quality of life for all citizens.
All right, so this is a quality of life issue. If you've been wondering, what's missing? What's missing in my life? My life quality, not quite where I want it to be. Well, this is it. You didn't know it. This is it.
And it's an opportunity for us all to get behind the same team. You know, sometimes on a weekend, there's some of y'all that wear orange and blue and some wear crimson and white. But this will be our team that we can all support. And
the Jags, sadly not mentioned.
We're anticipating all citizens doing that. But I'd say this, that Tom's remarks were very kind about interacting with us, but it didn't take us long to realize during the process that
they mentioned to Tom that's an Oakview Group guy.
Oakview Group was going to bring something to the table that we didn't think anybody else could bring from the standpoint of management, not just of the new arena, but the possibility of hockey, but also what's going on in this building as well as the Sanger Theater. So Tom Piquette and Peter Luco, thank y'all so much and look forward to your remarks in just a moment. I also had an opportunity to meet Andy Kaufman. We went to Jacksonville to see the Iceman, found out a little bit about Andy's history, and 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock in the morning on a weekday, there were school children out there skating. There were others that seemed to be maybe in the 18, 19, 20-year-olds doing figure skating as if they're getting ready to go to the Olympics. And I'm thinking, this is amazing. And what we found out was there was so much emphasis put on the practice facility, not just the arena where the games will be played, but the practice facility will be for the citizens of Mobile to enjoy, whether it's birthday parties or practice and other. So it's going to be another dimension of something we just don't have, and I'm convinced
this will be good for the quality of life of orthopedic doctors.
At Zalia Sports, because of their expertise, they will bring it, and they will do it right, because they've been in other communities that have lost hockey and brought it back and been very successful. So no pressure, Andy. But anyway, and the cool thing is that it seems that they're all buying back into Mobile. They found out, it didn't take them very long, that we had a team called the Mobile Mystics. That was 22 years ago. Things have changed tremendously since that time. In the league, you know, the Southern National Hockey League, winning the Stanley Cups, creating new fans. The minor leagues are expanding, and new youth leagues are also starting. With the right facilities, there's no telling what the outcomes will be. We will have the right facilities, and they'll be among the best in the Southeast. I would anticipate a future mayor unveiling a hockey player out in front of where the Hall of Fame, the Walk of Fame is. And so, again, Andy, no pressure, but we're expecting to get the best players here so that we can have some Hall of Famers. Good deal. As y'all all know, the arena is going to be transformative. We had an opportunity to speak to a small group last night, and the difference in this arena and a lot of other arenas around the Southeast is that we had to build the arena to accommodate Mardi Gras, and because of that, it gives some flexibility that the management team, OG, that they don't have in other places. So they will be able to do things from a sports perspective and also from an entertainment perspective that they can't do anywhere else. So whether it's pro hockey games, Mardi Gras, or just bands coming to play, you know, it's going to be a very exciting time.
All right. So pro hockey returning in 2027. So what will the name of the team be? Well, they have a name the team contest at their website, mobileprohockey.com. So if you have an idea, what would you call it? If you were gonna name a hockey team, and you just heard all of that very confident predicting of the future, that it's going to be so popular, there's going to be a pro hockey Hall of Famer that grows up in Mobile learning about hockey here. You heard all of the predictions from Mayor Stimson. What would you name it? Aside from Mobile Mystics, you can go to the Name the Team contest at mobileprohockey.com and come up with a name for the Mobile Pro Hockey team that is coming in 2027. More on this and many other topics, but first, got to go to a break for traffic, for weather forecast, and words from our sponsors. More Uncle Henry Show after the break on WNTM.
710 Time Saver Traffic from the Main Street Flooring and Design Traffic Center.
In Pensacola, getting word of an accident, I-110 North at the off-ramp to Davis Highway. That is exit 6. Also an accident on westbound Airport Boulevard at Pierce Road, and an accident on Theodore Dawes Road at I-10. With Time Saver Traffic, I'm Lisa Baque.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report, learn more.
YouTube viewers, my small number of YouTubers. Thank you for looking, YouTube viewers. I appreciate it very much. KP of shirtbutter.com. KP. In fact, you know, what did I listen to today? I think I had something, I had a mysterious audio clip. Yeah, some of my audio archives are mysterious. And I did not expect it. I think it was KP. Yeah.
Henry, may the force be with you.
Yes, may the force be with you.
Henry, may the force be with you.
It's not. I don't want it with me, but thank you. I know that's in your religion. That's like a blessing in your Jedi religion to say that.
Henry, may the force be with you.
Now, I don't want it with me because I'm not Jedi, but thank you. That's nice. KP of shirtbutter.com. Richard Harvey. Rob Morris of Mobile Pirate Radio. Now, I know you've got a name for the new hockey team. You've got to. You think a lot. Let's see. The Love Freak. Hello to you. Thank you for looking in on the program. 68-year-old Chris of West Loxley, Bama Big Man. Who else with our small number of viewers? Tarzan. Well, Rob, I'm here all hour, so feel free to call in with your name if you come up with one that's not the Mystics. I get the idea. Who knows? Maybe they want to be the Mystics, but they're doing a name the team contest. Now let's see. What else can I tell you? Is there anything I can tell you? By the way, I've got 2 audio in my mysterious audio archives. I looked for the word force. I've only got 2 audio clips from the history of the show that have the word force. One of them is the religious thing from the Jedi.
Henry, may the force be with you.
The other one is this.
My God! What is this coming to? You can't force me to do like this. You can't force me to do it, and I won't.
Those clips kind of go together. Where was I? Oh, going to be on the radio here in about 90 seconds. Let me tell you. Well, let me think. What can I tell you before going back on the radio? Back on the radio in about a minute. Bama Big Man, you can't. I don't think you can name the team Ice Ice Baby. I don't know that would. Think more. You're thinking. That's good. There's a lot of days I come in here and there's nothing going on in my head. As you can tell. All right, what else? Is there anything I can tell you? All right, 30 seconds. Back on the radio in 30. By the way, if you are watching on YouTube and you subscribed, thank you. I'm seeing that my subscriber numbers are slowly, they're going up like 1 subscriber a week or something. It's exciting. The growth is exciting.
Is the Uncle Henry Show on News Radio 710 WNTM.
It says the Uncle Henry Show here on News Radio 710 WNTM. An exciting day in Mobile history as the announcement made that hockey is coming back to try again. Yeah, they're bringing pro hockey back to try again. But this time, it'll be different. They say the arena is such just the praise of this building that's not yet built, about how it is going to be it's going to change everything in our lives. It's going to change everything in our lives, this new arena, including it's going to create this incredible hockey team that's going to be more successful than anything we could have imagined. In fact, I've got a little bit more on this. They had a lot of people talking at this press conference today. They were all very affable. And they all had an aura and a vibration of affability. And I want to give them credit for that. There was a lot of affability at this press conference for pro hockey today at the convention center. With the different people from the Oakview group speaking, they were all very happy. They all love Mobile. They all love working in Mobile, all this kind of stuff. Let me share with you there was a brief speech from the Mobile City Council President, C.J. Small. And the reason I want to play it to you in its entirety is because he's so enthusiastic. Enthusiasm is contagious. We have learned, more contagious than COVID. And I think even if you're not a hockey lover, you may become a hockey fan just listening to his enthusiasm. Listen. All right, here is one of our city fathers our city leaders, Mobile City Council President C.J. Small, excited about the return of professional hockey as they're going to try again with hockey in Mobile, Alabama.
Hey, good afternoon. Good afternoon. As my former colleague on the council used to say, former John Williams, it's another great day here in the city of Mobile. And as I was sitting there listening to the pastor praying and the mayor speaking, I was saying, wow, the best is yet to come. I was thinking about that over in District 3, we have the final assembly line that's being completed with Airbus. And right next door to Airbus, you know, is a brand new airport that's being built. And as we look outside, we see almost a brand new shining, you know, sparkling train that's getting ready to head back to New Orleans. And I said, and then you look over from the train, you look over and you see a brand new arena is being built. And they're saying, wow, what's going to be inside that brand new arena? And as you hear, a brand new team, hockey. The best is yet to come. But if you just think about it and just think about all the great things, especially up under our mayor leadership in the past 12 years, Mobile is rising. It's not
Mobile is rising.
Going down, is rising. And the best is yet to come. We have more opportunity that's coming right here in the city of Mobile. District 3 has a saying. District 3 is the place where things are happening. Guess what, Mobile? Mobile is the place where things are happening. Congratulations to all the great success that we have. Congratulations, Mayor, and to my colleagues. And from the citizens of Mobile, we'd like to say thank you all, thank you all, thank you all.
All right, could you feel it? Could you just feel the excitement? Did that give you goosebumps to hear that Mobile is rising? In the District 3, the DIP area, that's where things are happening. But now all of Mobile will be like DIP. Isn't this exciting? Mobile is rising with hockey. And all it took was hockey. Did you know this? I never realized that hockey was what I was missing in my life. But here we are. I'm very excited about this myself. I am. I'm very excited about this myself. Who knows? Maybe I can get some type of additional job being a puck boy or whatever. I don't know. What do they have there? What do they have puck boys? What do they do? I don't know. All I know is people fight. They run around on the ice and they fight each other. And it looks, one of my biggest, I think I'm going to like this more than soccer. No offense to all these soccer freaks out there. But I think I'm going to like it more because I like my sports to be where there's contact. You know, one of the great things about football is the tackling and the occasional really rough block. You love that. You should. If you've got testosterone, you should like it. And I think I'm going to like this because, you know, if they were to add just soccer would be even bigger than it is if there was some type of tackling or blocking or slapping, just something. Just some element where somebody can lay somebody out. So anyway, this is quality of life issue. You heard the speech from the mayor. It's a quality of life issue that they've been working on for years, and finally, hockey returns. So between now and 2027, I would say this to the men of Mobile. Based on what I learned back when hockey was here before, I would say if you're a man in Mobile, especially if you're a single man in Mobile, Alabama, and you're looking for a mate, you need to start working out more. You do. You need to pay attention. You need to work out and really pay attention to that, because I know from when the Mystics were here, even though the town didn't support the Mystics enough and the Mystics left, the people that did support the Mystics, I noticed. I watched it. I had a ringside seat. The people that supported the Mystics, young women. Young women really like hockey players. They really do. You, the Mobile young men, especially. Now, I don't know if any young men are listening, and maybe they are as a punishment. Maybe they did something wrong. Or maybe they're helping grandma move the move a giant piece of furniture or something, and Grandma's playing the show to them while they're moving the piece of furniture. You young men, you're going to be competing with these hockey players. The hockey players are going to have their choice of the women in this town. I hate to say that. I know it sounds chauvinistic. It sounds old-fashioned, but I saw it happen. In fact, there is I don't know who should I even, I've told this story on the air before, but I worked with somebody that went home for lunch. This is a true story. I worked with somebody who went home for lunch and found his wife with a mystic. It was not good. It ended up with the guy. The guy ended up, he caught his wife with a mystic, and then as she left, the guy, jumped on the hood of her car as she left. It was a real scene. You know, and he couldn't really fight the mystic because the guy was a professional athlete, and, you know, the pro athlete was going to whoop him. So it was just look, young men need to get ready. They need to get ready and make the best of themselves. Because the quality of life is going up. You're going to be competing with these hockey players. It's going to be a new era in many ways in Mobile, Alabama when the pro hockey returns. All right, there's more show. But we've got a news break coming up. After the news, more of this, whatever this is, as the Uncle Henry Show continues here on News Radio 710 WNTM.
710 Time Saver Traffic from the Main Street Flooring and Design Traffic Center.
In Pensacola, getting word of an accident, I-110 North at the off-ramp to Davis Highway. That is exit 6. Also an accident on westbound Airport Boulevard at Pierce Road, and an accident on Theodore Dawes Road at I-10. With Time Saver Traffic, I'm Lisa Baque.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first.
Spencer Smith of Skyline Soul. You have nothing to worry about. You're a very muscular and aggressive drummer. You have hockey player qualities. You're a very muscular, aggressive drummer. Spencer Smith, you have nothing to worry about.
Seen in a video approaching a victim with an aggressive manner and pulled out pepper spray. We're told the victim was pepper sprayed. Police say Hopkins threw the victim to the ground and hit him in the head with his elbow. Ice hockey will return to Mobile a quarter century after the Mystics left town. Mayor Sandy Stimpson has been targeting the sport in conjunction with a nearly 10,000-seat arena under construction at the site of the former Civic Center downtown. Today, city officials confirming a plan is in place. The minor league Mystics arrived in Mobile in 1995 and built an enthusiastic core of fans. The team left for the Atlanta suburbs before the 2003-2004 season. The Gulf Shores Police Department will soon be armed with new, state-of-the-art decibel monitors to help cut back on excessive noise. There are now specified maximum allowed noise levels for various days of the week and times of day. The department now has 3 high-quality meters. In residential areas between 10 p.m. and 8 a.m. Monday through Thursday, and Friday to Saturday between 11 p.m. and 9 a.m., outdoor readings must be 50 decibels or less. We have more details about this on our website, fox10tv.com. I'm Cameron Taylor with Fox 10 News.
This is News Radio 710 WNTM.
Fox News, I'm John Saucier. President Trump and First Lady Melania attending a state dinner banquet at Windsor Castle during a trip to the United Kingdom. Before they ate, the president spoke alongside His Majesty the King Charles III, expressing gratitude for invitation to this unique trip, making him the first sitting president to do it twice.
It's a singular privilege to be the first American president welcomed here. And if you think about it, it's a lot of presidents, and this was the second state visit.
And the First Lady and President also met with Prince William and Princess Catherine of Wales. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell says the Fed is lowering rates by a 0.25 percentage point despite concerns about inflation and unemployment.
While the unemployment rate remains low, it has edged up. Job gains have slowed.
And it's the first cut of interest rates this year. America is listening to Fox News.
Looking for compassionate in-home care?
All right, YouTube viewers going to be back on the radio here in less than 3 minutes with more Uncle Henry Show, if I can think of anything to say. Let me check, see if there's still anybody watching on YouTube. Yeah, there's a small number of people looking. Thank you, small number of people looking in on the program. Please subscribe if you don't mind. That would help me out in the future. Let me see if I can find something to tell you about before going back on the radio. Maybe some weird news story. There was a robbery in Lake Buena Vista, Florida. A restaurant called the Paddlefish Restaurant. They were robbed at midnight Monday. Somebody came in. They got the employees tied up. The thief got about 10 to 20 grand from this restaurant. Now the reason this is under the category of weird news, this is on the water. The robber swam up in scuba gear, stored his wetsuit and scuba gear, then robbed them, then went back, put all the stuff on, and scuba'd away. See, this is one of those robberies. This is another one of these crimes that sounds like a job. Well, why not go out and just get a job? If you're going to go to the trouble of all this, it just sounds like a lot of trouble. Even I know it's 10 to 20 grand, but still. Robbed by a scuba diver. Also in Yellowstone, the people working out there saying that tourists losing their hats have become a threat to the hot springs, geysers, and all of that stuff at Yellowstone. They say that they find more than 300 hats a year that cause all kind of problems. Be careful. If you go to Yellowstone, be careful with your hat.
It's not lost.
Weekdays at 11 on News Radio 710 WNTM.
This is the Uncle Henry Show here on News Radio 710 WNTM. If you would like to call in, whatever you'd like to talk about, phone lines are open, 251-479-2723. That's 251-479-2723. Email address, unclehenry@iheartmedia.com. That's unclehenry@iheartmedia.com. Now, the big press conference was held today announcing the return of pro hockey to the city of Mobile, to that new arena in October of 2027. If you want to find out more about all this, they've got a website that you can go to. It is mobileprohockey.com. Now, at the website, mobileprohockey.com, you can participate in the Name the Team contest, and you can also make a deposit on a season ticket. If you already want to drop some money on season tickets, you can do that. Now, callers, I'm going to grab your calls here. I just want to say one thing briefly. Now, I knew there was a press conference today, but I didn't know what it was about. And I had a meeting this morning with a business guy. And during our business conversation, he just said something about, he made the comment to me that he didn't think that hockey was going to work again in Mobile, Alabama, and he went through all these reasons. And I didn't know that hockey was going to be the topic today, or at least of that press conference. And he was telling me all the reasons he thought that hockey would be the same as it was when it was here before, that it would have an initial burst of excitement, and then it would go the way of other professional sports that have been located down in that part of the city. And after I found out about the hockey announcement, I started thinking about it. And the one thing that I think is different this go-round, aside from the facility, because they keep telling us the facility is going to be one of the best in the country. The one thing I think is different is now there are people in Mobile that have grown up with nostalgia for the Mystics. Whoever was a child in those years, 22 years ago, if they're still here, I think they're going to have a lot of nostalgia for it. I think this can be really successful. I think it really can be in a way that it wasn't the first time. But that's just me. I think that whole factor of it being here years ago and they're bringing it back, I think there's a big chance for this to be a big deal. So I hope they're right. I hope they're right about how great this is going to be for Mobile. All right, so whatever you want to talk about, 251-479-2723. Hello, caller.
Hey, Jimmy the Economist.
Jimmy, you are live on the radio.
My childhood recollections of sports in downtown Mobile would be with Ronnie Arrow and the Junie Lewis, Jeff Hodge days.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That was the creme de la creme as far as I'm concerned. But that's when South didn't even have a gym to play basketball in.
True.
So that was well attended. I'm not sure hockey will ever be as well attended as that. But that really wasn't what I was calling about.
Okay.
I was calling about all these endorsements for the mayor of Mobile race.
Yes.
I don't live in Mobile, so I don't have a vote. But recall, Mobile's it's either the third or fourth biggest town in the state.
I think we're number 2 now.
Behind just Birmingham?
I think so.
Huntsville is smaller than Mobile?
I'm not sure, but I think we're right up there.
Well, Birmingham, this is supposedly the red state of Alabama, right, that Trump touts so much. And I'm a Trump fan, so I'm not dissing on him. But the mayor of Birmingham is a dim lefty. The mayor of Montgomery is a dim lefty. And Barbara Drummond is pulling out every stop she can to be the mayor of Mobile, which would make, other than Huntsville, this state a bunch of lefties.
Yeah.
I mean, is that what Mobile wants? Lefties? Like Birmingham, and they want to be like Birmingham and Montgomery?
We will find out next week.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mean to diss on Mobile, but if they go lefty, I'm going Audi. I ain't coming back. I ain't going back. I mean, do you want to go to Birmingham, city of Birmingham, and do business? Do you want to go to the city of Montgomery and do business, like open a business there?
No.
Okay, well, why would anybody, if this place goes lefty, want to do that in Mobile?
Because we're going to have hockey.
Yeah, well, that ain't good enough for me. Maybe good enough for people that live, I don't know, in Pritchard, because they want something better. But that ain't going to cut it. I hope Mobile doesn't go lib. I mean, I might have to move further away than I am from them right now if that happens. Maybe into Florida, where there's normal people. But good luck, Spiro, no matter if you win or lose. I mean, I wouldn't want the job. Take care, Henry.
All right, you too. Thank you, Jimmy, the Economist, for your phone call. 251-479-2723, the telephone number here on the Uncle Henry Show. By the way, before I go to the next caller, Barbara Drummond had all these endorsements from the mayor of Birmingham, from the former Secretary of Transportation, Pete Buttigieg, which was the funniest endorsement. And then Senator Cory Booker, almost as funny, but still. And I went to her website, and I can't find those endorsements anymore. Are they still on the website? What happened? I thought they were on the website. The DrummondForMayor.com. Are the endorsements? I know they got Doug Jones endorsements still up there. What happened to all the other endorsements on the website? Anyway. Hello, caller.
Well, if I read, she knew it wasn't going to help her get elected with them all those endorsements, Uncle Henry.
Well, she thought it was, somebody thought it was going to help until they thought it didn't.
Well, let me ask you something. I did not research this, and I wish I had before I called. But is Birmingham a sanctuary city?
I do not know. I have no clue. I am not.
Well,
now, I hate to say this, and I know a lot of people here will feel badly about me, and you'll think I'm a bad guy, but I don't really enjoy a lot of the big cities in the state of Alabama as much as I enjoy Mobile. So I have not spent a lot of time in Birmingham, and I don't have a lot of curiosity either at this point in my life.
Okay, well, I was just wondering because, with Barbara Drummond being the Democrat she is, and most Democrat mayors in the country have a sanctuary city, and I sure don't think that Mobile wants that to happen.
I don't think they do either. So it'll be something that I'm sure will come up if she happens to win.
Yeah, we're going to find out next Tuesday, I guess. So anyway, the reason why I called is because you challenged me to come up with a name for the new hockey team.
Yeah, what name do you have for the new hockey team?
Well, Uncle Henry, I've got several of them. I'm gonna go down the list for you since she put me on the spot, that way.
All right, I got a pen and a notepad. I'm ready to take notes. What are your suggestions?
Mobile Ice Dream. That's one.
Did you say
Mobile
Ice Dream or ice cream?
Yeah. Ice Dream, because we're dreaming to have another hockey team, and be a success. So
okay, all right, Ice Dream. What else?
Well, we getting our second win in hockey here in Mobile, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking, why don't we call it Mobile's second line? Ties in with Mardi Gras. That'd be kinda nice.
All right, I'm almost out of time for this segment. You got another name?
Last one. Since we're playing with pucks, Mobile Puck-Arounds.
Mobile Puck-Arounds?
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, Mobile Pirate Radio. Find them on Facebook. Thank you for your phone call. Back after the break.
710 Time Saver Traffic from the Main Street Flooring and Design Traffic Center.
And we have an accident with injury and road blockage, Jacks Branch Road at Highway 99 in Molino. Also an accident on I-110.
Highway 99. That sounds good. I don't know if it is, but it sounds good. Hey, Rob, if you're still watching, thank you. Mobile Ice Dream, the Mobile second line, and the Mobile, what was that last one? Have I already forgotten? Puck Around? Rob Morse, thank you. I appreciate that very, very much. All right, let's see. Let us see what we got going on here. Let me see if anybody's still watching the YouTube channel. So I'm going to go over here on YouTube and find myself. Yeah, there's a small number of you there. Thank you. Pat Nelly, Hicks with Sticks. That's good. Ben Griffin. It's always an honor when somebody under the age of 50 looks at the show. Ben, thank you. Salty Camp Tales. Yeah, Pat Nelly. I want to thank Pat Nelly. He sent me an email today that very. I'll probably have time for it tomorrow, Pat. Thank you for your email. It was quite it stood out. Rob Morse, you need to submit those names at the website. MobileProHockey.com. Go to MobileProHockey.com and submit them names. Now, I wonder, see, I've never done anything like that. I've never been involved in anything like that. I wonder if they've already figured out what they want to call it, but they're having a contest just to make us all feel like we're a part of it. Let's see. What can I tell you about before going back on the radio? Look, I've already looked in the weird news. Oh, there's a Texas mother found, this was in the New York Post. Doctors told her that her son had a rare condition in his brain and there was not much they could do to save his life. Sorry, Mom, they told her this. So then she got on Google and did a Google search on the condition and found a surgeon in Texas that saved her son's life. I don't know if the moral of the story is always search online for cures. I don't know, but she went to doctors who said, sorry, we can't help. And then she Googled and then found somebody that could help. Okay, here's a dumb criminal story before I go back on the radio. In Rhode Island, they had a behavior specialist at an elementary school. And a student wanted to paint, and the behavior specialist wouldn't let the student paint, so the student threw paint all over the room. So the behavior specialist, an adult woman, grabbed the kid and bit the kid on the kid's neck. Elementary school student bit the kid on the neck and back. Now the, of course, woman is arrested, thrown out of the school. The principal of the school put on leave. I mean, the whole school is shut down. Uncle Henry Show, News Radio 710, WNTM. It's 5:50. News headlines coming up in 10 minutes. And then more Uncle Henry Show. Ryan Pablo Foster is going to talk to me about Constitution Day. Yes, Ryan Pablo Foster is going to talk to me about Constitution Day. Today's Constitution Day. That is coming up after the top of the hour news here on the Uncle Henry Show. Also, you can hear me on FM radio. I'm on 95 KSJ Monday through Friday between 10 and 2 playing country music. And tomorrow, right after 1 p.m., right about 1:15, I'll have your chance to win tickets to see Billy Currington at the Sound in Goshen, Mississippi. That concert is Friday night, the 26th. Be listening at 1:15 tomorrow on KSJ for your chance to win Billy Currington concert tickets. Hello, caller.
Uncle Henry.
LD, the Mad Trucker. Retired Mad Trucker.
Retired.
Yes.
Look, I hate to ask this. Would your mother and your lovely wife would never consider a crossover and vote for Barbara Drummond, would they?
Well, my mother doesn't live in Mobile, so she cannot vote in Mobile's elections. And my wife has already made up her mind on who she's going to vote for.
Well, after that, you said you didn't see the whole debate?
No, I did not.
After what Barbara Drummond said, I think she's going to get all the women in Mobile to vote for her. I'm kind of concerned about this. And what she said was that if she is elected, every woman 600 pounds and over will get a free buffet for a year. And I'm just thinking that maybe your mother and your wife would like to get in.
Cut it out! That's a lie! That is a lie! To imply that my wife is over 600 pounds in weight, and to imply that my mother, my sainted mother, beloved by all that meet her, would be over 600 pounds, it's a lie, and you know it's a lie. And I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what this is about. I don't know if this is some type of leftist. Have leftists started paying LD? Is that what this is about? Is there some kind of leftist money going to the people that called this show to try and force them to have me just flame out on the air? Is that what this is about? Is this some kind of scheme? Some type of money scheme by the left wing to throw me off the air by having me lose my mind, by going after my mother, and now they've gone after the love of my life. You're attacking the love of my life. Whatever they're paying you, it shouldn't be enough, LD. I know you just retired. This kind of makes sense. He's been talking about retiring for a few years, and all of a sudden these calls start happening. Maybe he is one of these paid people. A lot of times people get on social media and they advocate for politics, and you don't know they're being paid by somebody. Who's paying you, LD? Who's paying you, LD, to attack my family? The evidence is out there. People can see my wife online in pictures on Facebook. They can see that she's a petite woman, smaller than me. So it's a lie. You're saying clear-cut lies that are easily proven by a basic look at social media. People have seen pictures of my mother, and they know that she's not 600 pounds. In fact, they know that she's of normal weight for her age and activity level. According to insurance industry actuaries, they know that she is normal sized for her weight and activity level and age. These are obvious lies, and it has to be money. There has to be, because LD, what other motive would he have? What other motive would he have? Especially now, he has retired from trucking, and prices, the Biden inflation, we still have high prices. A lot of prices haven't gone down. Are you using this? What is this? What are you using the money for, LD? Are you going to gamble? Is that what this is about? Paying for your gambling? Whatever it is, it stinks. Whatever it is, it's a rot to your soul. Whatever it is going to bring nothing but shame and dishonor and disgrace to your family. And I've met your beautiful wife, who is of normal size. I bet your wife is mortified. I bet you've hidden this from her. I bet you don't let her listen to the show, because your lovely wife would be mortified. She would feel the scalding feeling of shame. Shame is a scalding feeling it's just a horrible feeling, the shame. You're immune to it. But your wife is not, and I bet your wife would be so upset to know what you're doing. LD, turn down that money. Turn the money down. Call back with an apology. We'll pray together, and we can move forward to make the world a better place. I'll be back with Constitution Day next.
I'm Chad Pergram with the Speaker's Lobby. GOP Kansas Senator Roger Marshall has emerged as one of the most fierce defenders of Health and Human Services Secretary RFK.
YouTube viewers, I'm turning the camera off. I'm sorry, I know you want to see Ryan, but I'm turning the camera off. I'll be back tomorrow at the regular time. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already.
Marshall is an OBGYN. He also rushed to Kennedy's side when it comes to vaccines. He argues that, quote, not every person needs every vaccine. This comes as other GOP senators who are doctors are starting to ask questions about Kennedy. Senate Majority Whip John Barrasso of Wyoming is an orthopedist. Barrasso says he's also growing concerned about RFK Jr.'s stances on vaccines. Republican North Carolina Senator Tom Tillis